Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to work a little bit on this moon tree of life. I do have it in my playlist, and this is the one I was adding little dangles to, and I just never finished working on it. I have to pause it already. Had to get the dangles, and I'm probably going to have to work on them a little bit. Where are my tools? So this is a request from one of you, and I've been getting a lot of emails, and I love them. So if you're having a hard time, I can try and help you. I can make a few suggestions by the photos that I've been receiving, and also those of you who want me to share your work, you have to let me know that you want me to share your work. These are also, maybe I won't use them. I know I do have some more. Oh, that makes sense. It says silver dangles right on here. But anyway, the way I've been doing your work is, I'm trying to find something. I'm going to give up on that. If you give me like 3 photos, I can throw a hoop down and some wire and take a photo of that and to, or pour some beads or whatever, just to have what my first and last photos of yours look like before you make it and your final result. I do have one of your videos up, and you sent me a whole bunch of photos, and I'm so glad that it came out beautiful. But anyway, I'm getting way off track here because that's the way I go. For anyone that's new here, I don't edit, and everyone here is very, very supportive and kind. We tend to be a little bit on the older side, and I have some young ones too. All like family to me. So what I did on this one, I would have to go back and look into my playlist and look at everything. I don't even know how long I cut wires, but I did use 2 for every one I put on a slip knot. And with this wire, that is very hard. And just to make it thicker, but without having 100 wires. So that's one way to make your tree thicker, is to double your, put 2 wires on your slip knot. It makes your root a little bit thicker as well. Now, the other way you can do it is with aluminum wire, obviously. The big weeping willow tree, I did add the wire. And I also did on the last 2, with all the branches that I added in this. I did it in clear and also in this golden color. Because the wire is so soft, and it's not exactly the same color, but it's okay, because trees are not the same color everywhere, unless you make it the same color. So I decided that 18 gauge would be too thick for me. Also, I started this tree way over here, and as I worked on it, somehow it moved up. If you do look, I made it, it's in the shorts actually, just twist it out, and it came up like this, but it came way over. That's how I wanted it. And I redid this too. I cut this out and I redid it. It's not my favorite, but I do like it. So I will help you. See, and I made a little hanging thing out of, this has been hanging on a hook with 2 twisty ties, just so that I wouldn't damage it. But anyway, so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to try and make it the way that I wanted it. And for every section, you need 4 wires. So I'm not even going to measure. I'm just going to go like this for the root, like that, go around my tree like this, and then think about it, twisting and just being generous. Now I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'll be able to see if I'm too generous. Usually I am. Oh, I'm generous today. This is long. That's all right. Let me just work it out in my mind, because you can always add on, like at any point. If my wire were only this long, I have a ton of scrap wire right here. I could just add. I will do that. I'm not going to make this very, very long. It has to be somewhat long because, actually, I have to go around this tree. Another thing you could do, if you have like space, you could put another tree if you wanted to. Or you could, like, I don't have to do this all the way to the moon if I wanted to. I could make another whole section and just have it hang. There's some options here. So let's first cut this wire. Oops, I'm going to knock everything over. It's already started. And what time is it? Oh, it's late too. Yeah, I got up with my husband this morning, made him breakfast, and I've been just going through all the projects that I've been working on and things that I need to get done. It's just been crazy. And the doctor appointments, I had to put the wooden circle in on my tray so I could do this project. So it's going to be banging. I'm sorry. I'll try not to. So I'm not going to use that. Instead, I'm going to use the aluminum with this. I've no problem adding aluminum to this tree. It'll just thicken up the branch, and then you'll be able to see in comparison as I twist. I'm going to cut one more to keep out, and I'll be able to see if it's way too much. If it is, I can cut it and then add on a branch, but I'm not going to measure again. I only measure once if I can help it. Okay, so I'm going to take the aluminum one, the extra one, out. Oh, that's long. Actually, you know what? I'm going to see. I bet it's more than 36 inches. Yeah. This is 50 inches. That's long. Okay, so I have my two wires. I'm gonna try not to knock my eye out. You don't have to do them double. I'm doing it double because I wanted this to be thick. And I want my trunk, several of you asked how to thicken up a trunk without having a million branches, and this is how you do it with aluminum wire. I'll make my slip knot. Bring my wires up. Actually, I'm gonna, this is a very, very awkward, if you have watched me make it, and obviously you have. I've got a lot of views, and several of you have made this project. And the one that I just got the email on, your work is stunning. I know we can be critical. Oh, it's not going the right direction. Oh, I must have. I'm not going to change that. You see how all of these. No, it's right. No, when you put your slip knot on facing that way, you get the loop, and on the back, you get little dashes, like little dotted line. That's how you can tell. I like the loops on the front. Sometimes I do them front and back. You'll pick up things that you like from me, and also just from your own learning and creativity. And believe me, you have it. Please don't doubt your work. And no. You guys amaze me. But anyway, so I'm gonna just pretend I never stopped. I'm just gonna twist in my root, and there is a difference in the wire, but not, it's subtle. Like, and when I wrap it into the tree, it'll look beautiful. I do want to keep, however, one wire, aluminum, and 122 gauge. The aluminum here is 20 gauge, and I'll twist it up because that's just the way I'm doing it. You do get twisted up, especially with the long wire. Okay, so let's see if I can do this without getting all twisted up. I somehow got separated. Okay, just gonna keep twisting that in there. See, you can't tell. Your wire is very forgiving. That's why I like this craft. I will be using probably more aluminum in my future projects. I'll probably use both the 22 gauge in my regular wire that's in my playlist. For everyone that is new, this is the wire I use. It's from Amazon. Guys, I'm working on trying to be able to link stuff so that you can find it easily. And I don't have an Amazon account. This is my son's account. Everything I do is in, and everything that I purchase from Amazon is from his account. Okay, so when it looks like you've gotten to where you need your root to be, okay, bring your wires together and just look at that. I'm going to try to show you, okay? I want you to look right here. Take your wire and just place it, and look, it looks like it's always been there, doesn't it? And when if it doesn't look right, just lift it up and move it a little bit. But that looks like it's always been there. And the way I twisted this was a very, but not straight, but loose. I twisted it not too tight. That's why the shape is very flowy. Now, I can go all the way up to there. That's just the way this is going to work. And that's fine. Bring it behind. I'm not going to flip this up and down because it's too hard. You won't be able to see what I'm doing. If I bring it over here, it's going to look screwy in the back, so that's why I'm bringing it up higher. I will flip it over just once, just to see. And it did, if you can see, it did blend in. See, this is it right here and right here. It does not look bad at all. Okay, so now, continue on. I'm just gonna bring this behind, but I have to keep the flow, so it has to go a little bit higher. No. Get a little hole right here. Once you're happy with where it is, hold on to it. Just until you can get around your tree. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I think you can. I'm going to bring this. I could go all the way up, but that won't blend. So I'm going to take these wires, I'm going to go right there. Ooh, I got a kink. Okay, now, blending it again. I need it to come out from up here. It doesn't have to, but I want to add more branches. So, and it will also be thicker. By that much. That's a lot. And I think what I'll do now is throw a few twists in, and we're going to do it again. I'm going to cut 2 more wires. Yeah. No. Not yet. because I want to create a thicker, oh, almost fell through. All right, so I'm glad I saved this one because this length, after everything, it's not too much. It's enough if I want to splice and add a section to a branch, which I'll probably do that just to show you. Okay, so I have aluminum and the 22 gauge. I'm gonna cut it. Sorry, the setup is a little bit off, but that's okay. I'm off. Always. All right, so now I have the same thing, the two wires, aluminum and not aluminum. I'm gonna put it through my hoop like that. These ones here, when they're this long, I try to keep them separate because I don't want them to cross over, because then you can see it on the hoop. Okay, pass them through that loop like that. I always do it between my fingers on every hoop because I don't want them to slide around like that, especially on this. And then when you get it on, give it a tug. Might have to do them separately if one doesn't want to tighten. Like that. Now I'm going to do it again. One aluminum and one that's not. Time for roots. I'm going to untangle them. Usually I like to slide my hand through after like 2 or 3 twists, but on this one here it should be more often because it does get really tangly with long wire. And you probably, most of you have made trees, and you know that will be a thing. Oh, I just noticed this wire here. It's a little loose, it's okay. I'll help it with this one. It'll find its way. I'll show you which one I'm talking about. Right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me show it to you. Can you see that wire? I was just a little too graceful. Okay, I think one more, 2 more, that's enough. No, it does not look like it's always been there. It's fine, the color is a little different. Who's going to notice that? No one. You and me. Maybe. And actually I do like to add, I've been adding another color. It's something that I won't do all the time, but I am enjoying it. And I'm loving working with this antique bronze wire. I do have it in the 24 gauge as well for lacing. So I'm just going to bring it up and blend it in. And just gently bring it up again. You know, I think I caught that wire. Looks like I did. It's okay. And bring it up again. I have to loosen it up a little bit right there. And bring it right through underneath right here. So I'm not planning it ahead where it's going to go. I'm just planning according to where it wants to fall, like where it wants to lie. That would look the best. and putting the wire over this branch is fine. I think it looks great. It looks like it's coming out from the tree in the right spot. Okay, so I still have to go around one more time to bring it out where I want it. Oops. I got a kink. Okay. Oh no. Ah, shit. That's a smoke detector. Hold on. I am so sorry about that. The smoke detector was going off. And we have hard wire, and then we also have battery. We have so many things. But my son is working on charging something to do with the Ring doorbell. And he touched a breaker or whatever, make sure there's no power before he touches it. He's doing the right thing, but for some reason it went off today and it didn't before. So everything is marked downstairs in the panel, but it's like so old, like you can't see what's what. He needs to get an electrician and just have him go over all the lines. Okay, so now I have all of these wires now. I've got I got 8 of them. So I'm going to do them in 4 and 4, but just see how he's right? This wire is telling me, I just wrapped it around right here. And where it came out, just bring it where it wants to go. It wants to go right there. And now I'll bring it through. And you can see these two, it made this thicker. That's one thing to do, and that's also how you add a section. If you make a tree that is too short like this one was compared to the way I wanted it, then I probably would not have worked on this if you hadn't asked me how to thicken up your trunk. Now, if you want to thicken up your trunk and you don't want to put all this, right, do it the same way. Add some aluminum wire, and instead of making another whole branch, you can actually twist them around your branch like this, right, and keep going, and then bring it through here and bring it through. Like, you can twist it around your branch, bring it up, twist. You don't have to put beads. You can connect it, or you can split them up and connect it and have it just be a branch. Not every branch has to have something on it, you know? So just something to keep in mind. I mean, you'll figure your way, I'm sure. No, I think I want to leave it like that, or do I want to go over it one more time? I'm going to keep it like that because it looks like it's coming from behind. I'm going to go over it one more time. See, it just looks like it was telling me it wanted to go there. So, there we go. Like that. And now I'll just encourage it a little bit. Didn't have to do too much work. And it still looks great. So now what I'm going to do is separate. So I can twist out my sections. I have aluminum. I need a bronze. Aluminum and a bronze. That's from one section. And see, I made 2 new sections because each has to have 4 wires. Alright, see? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to twist these together a little bit. If I can separate it. Come on now. Okay. This one, yeah, no, we're going to leave it just like that. I'm trying to line them up. There we go. Now, I hope you can see. Yeah, I think you can see. Yeah? Okay. This is a 16-inch hoop, guys, so for those of you who have not seen me work on this, this is a big project. Also, I will show you the Believe project. I did not abandon it. I've just been just handling a lot of stuff. You know, it's just, that's just the way it is right now. But everything's okay, so. I just get stressed. I have high anxiety. I think we all have a little bit of that. Right now, for me, I've just been struggling. Oh, watch out. Okay. Aluminum, not aluminum, aluminum, not aluminum. Yeah, now we get them back on track, right? So now, one or two more, like that. Now I'll twist these two out. Well, these four. I feel like I'm playing a harp. Oh, goodness. Okay. So now, let's just twist those. See, I don't want to do that like that. I wanted it to come down like this. If you look at the short of this, all I did was twist the tree on it. There's no beads on it, but it shows that the wires came down like that. And I really liked it like that. I thought it was really pretty. So you know what? I am going to finish my tree because it's time to finish my tree. All right, that's it. I don't want to make dangles, but I know I need them here, right down around here. I think I have them pre-made. I will pause in a bit, and I think they're with the Believe project, or a container with green and gold, and I know exactly where that is. Okay, so now we have like this. I'm probably still going to have to add more, because this will probably go, because we're going to use both, probably go to there. I'm trying to think, I don't remember. This is a little soft. I think what I'm going to do, I'll beat it up. I'm going to throw some dangles on it. And I might actually show you another little lesson, how to, instead of having 2 here, I want to make it 4, but I don't want to go from the root all the way up. I'm going to pause you, and then I'll show you. So these are some of the things I have for the Believe project. So I'm going to pull out a few dangles. Oh, that one there is silver. This has all different colors. I don't think it much matters. I won't be able to see it. This one is gold. These ones here are bronze. I actually have some bronze coming today. This gold, it won't look bad on there. I really prefer the bronze. Here's a bronze one. There's one. Okay, I did find some of these charms. I'm going to put them aside because that's not what I'm going to do with you. I'll do these on my own. Or maybe I will do them with you, but that's not the question that I wanted to address. The question was how to thicken up your tree. So now, I'm happy with this tree. I just am not happy with the fact that I didn't finish it the way that I wanted it to hang. I wanted it to come like this, and then some just hang and not get connected to anything, and I will do that today. I had to cut more wire. Now, when I'm going to show you something else, I hope I can do it. Let me see. So I have both 18 and 20. you could do it with either one, but if you really want to thicken it up a lot, I'm going to try it. No, because I think you bought 20 gauge wire. So, but I'll demonstrate with the 18. I think, because for the 20, if you need it thicker, double your wire. Instead of putting one on a hoop, put two. Put two together in a slip knot. With the 18, just one. And do your root. I keep losing the end of this. I'm not going to do too much because I don't have any of this pre-cut. Alright, I'm going to do just a little bit. Actually, I'll just do it. It's not a big deal. I'll just add it in with my tree. So, you can take, sorry about that, take this one here. This one is 18 compared to the 20. You can see the difference. 18 and 20. This one here is much thicker. They're both the same, the same buttery feeling and bendability. But I'm going to get untangled because I want to show you why I did this. Okay. And I dropped my other wire on my floor. Okay. I'm still going to put them together with a slip knot. See, that's not exactly what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you, I'm gonna do it the way that I would if I wanted to just thicken up my tree. I would do it with just this wire. You can do it with the slip knot and twist it in, and because see, that's thick. And just wrap it around your tree. And if you don't want to add another branch, you don't have to. I'm going to put this on and just see what happens, because I'm going to add more to this tree anyway. But I'll use this piece too. I'm not going to take it off. Get it nice and tight. This one here is harder on the hand. 20 gauge is a lot nicer. Okay. But 18 gauge wire is easy to twist. It's just hard to pull a slip knot. And sometimes you have to make it look good by closing that little gap up. So I'm just going to twist this out. Okay, now for the sake of thickening your tree, I think I still need to put another. Okay, you have to kind of make it do what you want it to. You have to be a little bit aggressive. Don't move. That's about as aggressive as I'm going to get. Oh, you moved. You don't have to keep them together. See, mine is separate. Yeah, you have one here and one here. I'm not going to force them to do anything that they don't want to do. I'm going to let this tree tell me where it wants to go. I'm just going to try and follow in the lines. See? Now that's a lot to thicken your tree by. Now, if you didn't want to go any higher, don't go any higher. You can cut it, blend it into your tree, and then the super glue trick. I showed you what I did on the willow. The super glue, if you just drop it in, get your wire where you want it, and just drop it in. Only a drop. Now, if you look at the willow tree, when I did that, I glued myself to everything. I made a mess. But I always make a mess. So I glued myself to everything. The tuba glue, the wire, the cloth, my fingers to my fingers. That's just the way I roll, guys. I don't sweat the small stuff, though it was unpleasant. Okay, now, let's see. Okay, I'm going to pass it down. Or if you wanted to thicken up a branch, you could go right up your branch. I don't think I want just aluminum down here. I need a sturdy wire. So I think what I'm going to do with this, I hope you can see what I'm doing, because if you can't, I've wasted my time and yours. Ooh, no, I'm not in the mood for that. I have everything over here, and I'm afraid I'm going to knock it all over. Okay. That's because I've been working on a lot of stuff, guys. I have stuff. I'll show you afterwards. But I think what I'll do, I'm going to bring it through and see where it wants to go. Alright, so now I brought it there and it wants to go up this branch. Alright, we can do that. It looks like it just wants to come out right here. Now, you'll see the difference on this branch with these two aluminum wires. See how thick it got? Okay, you're gonna notice right here, this little spot. Now I'm gonna pass the aluminum over it. Now do you see? That really thickened it up without it, and then with it. So now what am I gonna do? Well, I'll tell you. What you could do is the glue trick. What are you doing? Come here. There's always one. There's always a stinker in every project. Oh my goodness. Okay. I could keep going, or I can twist out a branch, beat it or not beat it, and bring it any way you want. I think that I don't want to go anywhere with that. So I think what I'm going to do, bring it right here, and I'm going to cut it. I've thickened up the base of that branch, and I'm happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy with, all the tools that I want to use are over here for the project, but there's one that I want to use right now, and it's under here, so I have to lift. I'm going to go. I'm just going to get in there. Because it's aluminum, it's just going to like melt right into your tree. You don't even have to use glue on an aluminum fix, because I can't see it, I can't feel it. Alright, I did just feel it a little bit. But I don't think you have to use the glue, unless you want to. For me right there, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to come in here a little bit. I don't want to mess around with it too much. This has like a really textury look to it, and I like it. So I'm going to leave that. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I am going to bead, but do you see how right here has it branched off? It branched off because I added to it. I'm going to show you how I did it, but I have to bead first. Let's just grab some of these. Sorry guys. having scrap wire. I know what I have here. Is it all bronze? It's not all bronze. It has aluminum in it as well. I don't want to use that. I'll cut a piece off. I do have more scrap wire, but not right there. Okay, so I did this whole project in small clusters of silver and gold, and I only used, there were no bicones on here. They were all 6mm round beads. And I bought these ones, and they look to me darker than those ones. I don't know why. I think they are. Just like the tree I just finished, with all the branches on it that I put on, wove into it. Those two, they're not exactly the same. But it added, I think, more beauty to the branch. That's a beautiful tree, I have to tell you. I am like in love with it. The only thing I don't have is a chain for that. Okay. And I know what I'm doing wrong right now, so I'm gonna fix it. I'll take these off because it will be not sturdy enough. I was beating on 2 wires. See, I forgot. I do it all the time. Well, I haven't worked on this project in a while, so I'll give myself some slack. I won't be too tough on myself. Yeah, the 2 wires, I was trying to do them, like bring them down together. It's just a waste of time. So I just put one on, and then the other one, and then when I get to the other wire, that's when I will slide it down. See, it goes on easy. And I did it this way because I wanted them to be very sturdy. This isn't going to be as sturdy because I'm using the aluminum wire just to show you how to plump up your tree. But I will do these 2 branches, and then I'm going to add another section without aluminum because I really did not plan on putting aluminum on here. But it'll work. Give me a thick branch. Okay. I hope that you can see my hands. We're going to have jumpers if I leave them there. I just know it. Okay. So I'll put in some twists. I could have put a dangle right there. I didn't even think of it. They are destined to go on the floor. I'm still in my pajamas, guys. That's awful. No, it's not. It's Saturday. I've had a long week. And these PJs are comfy. So that's how you thicken up your tree with aluminum anyway. You can make another whole section, or you can cut it and twist it in. If you need a lot, I would cut it, twist it in, and then I would do the glue trick. Just 1 drop, let it run in between the wires, and don't touch it. Whatever you do, just because then it'll turn white and yucky looking. Mine has not done that because for one reason, I didn't touch it. And for me, Once I, oh, I'm making a mess. The wires going everywhere. So I saw my dermatologist. That's where I had to go yesterday for my psoriasis. And he was pretty pleased with my skin. Just the medication that I'm supposed to take, I did not take. I take it the first of every month. It's 2 injections, and I just didn't feel good. It's a biologic, so it screws up your immune system, and I get sick easy. Plus insurance and stuff. I'm not there. So I'm just gonna not take it this month. The little bits that I have coming out are tiny and manageable. I have one on my elbow and one right here, and that never goes away. And that's on an incision. But he is not happy with the condition of my skin and my hands, and I'm just dry. And my skin is very dry. He actually gave me the name of something. I should get it. Some of you might benefit from it. It is an over-the-counter thing. I don't think it's really expensive because he knows I can't afford it. And it's supposed to be great, great, great. Especially if you have dry skin and you don't want to use anything prescription. When he asked me what I was using on my skin, and I told him, he was kind of not happy. I'll show you. Guys, I love this. And he says, I don't recommend you putting that on your skin right now. I said, well, in the summertime, when we walk the beach and he'll get all sunburned, well, he don't want to hear that either. I'll get all sunburned and tanned and golden. My skin would get very dry. So I put that on, and it didn't give me any effect. It's not greasy. It smells delicious. He said, keep it for when you're in the sun, even though I don't recommend it. And he has a tan, unless he's naturally just beautiful skin. But anyway, so my husband is going to have him for his psoriasis because he just he needs a dermatologist like I do. But anyway, so there we go. I'm telling you all kinds of shit you don't even want to know. Just babbling. Oh God. So we're gonna just do that. We'll go to there. How long have I been here? I'm gonna, All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I showed you how to add your wires, how to blend them in, how to end it if you didn't want to make a branch, and how to extend. So before I go, let me take one more thing I want to show you. Where did I put it? Should be right here. It's not like I haven't been using this. It was right there. I just didn't see it. Okay, so we don't have too far to go from here to there. I could cut, actually. I think I might. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to show you with another piece. Because it doesn't matter. I don't want to use the aluminum wire with this. So I'm just going to cut a piece. You can do it however many times you want. I'm just going to do it one time. If you want to add more, okay, then no, I have to have 2. Sorry guys, I'm losing my mind. Because I'm doubling up my wire. I'm not beating on one wire. Okay, so what you're going to do, this is going to be one branch, right? Because I'm putting the beads on both wires. So I only have 2. So I got this wire. I'm only using the bronze because it's sturdy. I'm going to fold it in half like that. Now, put the part that you folded in half. Let me move this down a little bit more so you can see. You can do this if you don't, if your wire doesn't reach your hoop. This is how you do it. If you want to fill up your tree like I do, this is how you do it. 2 pieces of wire if you're beading on 2. Separate your wires 2 and 2. Put this right there on top like that and hold it. Hold it on the other side. Now just twist these in. Give it a few little like that. So now you have 2 more branches. Can you see that? Focus. Okay, so now you have 2 more. And now I should cut 2. I'm going to cut 2 more. That'll give me 4. And then I'll only add on 1 section. This is what keeps rattling around, this stupid lid. I took it off the beads. Looking for dangly things. I got a mess over there. Alright, so now cut it in half. And now I'll go to look for those little nippers and I won't be able to find them. Okay. Right in half. And you get these 2. 2 and 2, right? Again, bring it right to the twist part. Okay, you're going to twist here, but where you're going to hold it is on the other side. Or else you're going to have a big V type space and it just won't look good. I mean, you could fix it, but... So now we have, because I'm doing my things on 2 wires together, there's 1 branch, there's 2. Now we're going to twist this a little bit more. See? Now we're going to let them be friends and branch out. And this is definitely a good way for me to fix my tree. And it doesn't make it so it's wobbly because I didn't put too much in one spot. So now I went from having only 2 branches to go over. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I increased all, see that triangle? That's what I was telling you about. I don't like that. So I'm just gonna twist it out. I didn't get close enough. I just give it a little pinch and a twist. There you go. So now I've added all the way over to there. Now my tree's going to look fuller, but I still want some to hang. But anyway, so that's that. Now let me just show you one more thing. If I have them right here, and I should. And I don't. Ta-da! Alright guys, I really want you to see this. So. This is what I've been working on. I'm doing another willow. And I was going to do it in all clear, but the pins here were really, really sturdy, not like the silver. So I've got 50 of these, and they look so pretty. Like, they're really sparkly, but that's not all I have. And this is with the teardrop shape and 4mm pie cones. So I have those made up. 50 with the gold, 50 that are just on silver pins, and then, let's see, where's the other one? I got a lot of balls, the ball tip pins, and I'm going to have 50 of those. And at first I was going to use only silver wire, but let me see if I can, oops. I am gonna also add, I have it cut, look at this, I picked up all my scrap wire. And I think I'm gonna do a blend of silver and gold wire. That's KC and regular silver. I think this is gonna be beautiful. And I'm gonna go even a step further with this one, and I'll share it with you. But for now, I hope that I showed you a few little things, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.